Alright, hello everybody, welcome to another segment of Deck-Celsior. This is another solo game with Sam, but today we're going to continue our random games. I have a couple of decks I want to showcase, but I'm just tweaking a little bit first. So we're just going to go right ahead with random. So, this is, there's 7 heroes at the moment, so we're just going to use a D8. If we roll an 8, we'll just re-roll. Of course, that's the first one we roll. A 3. Iron Man. Let's see how he does. Then we're gonna roll a d6 for the aspect. Obviously, if it's a 5 or 6, we'll just re-roll. 2. Protection. Oh boy, I'm excited. Alright, we're gonna quickly just set this up, and then we'll do the villain and stuff. The wrong man. Iron Man. So I think there's enough cards now with protection to that this will be pretty good. This has been one of those decks that I have been messing around with, so maybe it'll work out. Alright, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 villains, so we're just gonna roll a d8 and yeah, whatever. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mutagen formula. Now we gotta figure out if we're doing expert or not. Obviously 1, 2, 3 is standard. 4, 5, 6 is expert. Oh wait, I have to roll it. Alright. Standard. That's a shame. You know what? I want to play expert. Let's make this expert. Who cares? Just for fun. There are 9 encounter sets. We're gonna exclude Bomb Scare because Bomb Scare is too easy. So 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is a standard setup. That's fine. So we need Green Goblin 2 and 3. We need the mutagen formula scheme. We're going to search this for a throw because that's part of setup. So, and that's set up. Alright, let's get into the deck build. So obviously we have Iron Man. Probably just gonna put our deck over here. We'll need the whole mat for this. Alright, let's take a look at what we got. Nick Fury, definitely. Mockingbird, maybe. Lockjaw, maybe. I think I want an Avengers Mansion. Maybe a couple Avengers Mansion. No Helicarriers. No no Avengers Tower. The double resources are good. No tenacities. We don't need tenacities. Haymaker and Emergency are maybes. I think I do want a couple first aids though. We don't need downtime, but I think I'll put in a couple endurance. Luke Cage is good. I'm not putting in it. I don't think I'm going to put in any of the other basic cards, but we'll come back to them maybe. Black Widow's a maybe. I like Nova. I think if I'm going to include Nova, I might include a couple copies of the reflexes, but we'll see if they get cut. No counterpunch, definitely not. I don't think I want Get Behind Me. Expert defense is a no. Tackle's a maybe. Preemptive strike is a yes. The energy is great, and it stops me from taking damage. I don't plan on defending much, so that's a no. Maybe on the well, no, I'm not gonna defend. I don't need Indomitable. Med team's an if is an iffy one. I really want these energy barriers. They're solid now. We're at 35 cards. Now we get to choose. Let's look at what's in here. We definitely, or I think I'm gonna stick at 40. I think I'm gonna end up putting Mockingbird in because that one-time stun is pretty good. Wrong pile. And we still have 4 cards, so 2 and 2. Yeah. Alright, we'll run with this. See what happens. Like I said, after this, I might do a deck spotlight on when I have more time to build and not just on the spot. Alright, Green Goblin has 18 hit points. Shuffle our deck. Shuffle the encounter deck. We're going to put our obligation in here. Shuffle that up. And then we'll resolve as when revealed. We still get our 2 encounter cards. Alright. We're good to go. This starts at 2 per player. And let's start. So we draw our opening hand of 6 cards. And let's think about this. Whoa, we definitely want to get some upgrades because we really don't have any. I think I'm fine tossing Endurance because we're probably not flipping. Repulsive Blast we don't need. We definitely don't need Mockingbird. I'll keep the Energy Barrier because it's a tech upgrade, and I'll probably just discard this Reflexes for now. Draw 4 more cards and see what happens. Alright, so we did get one of our upgrades. So that's not bad. So we'll probably use our ability. So I think we're just going to get ready to start. Let's definitely, we're going to do our Futurist ability first. Alright. Dark Tower seems like the best option because I can just pull that back. So that's not bad, but what do I do now? I kind of want my Avengers Mansion down, but how am I paying for it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think if we're definitely going the setup route, I definitely want this out. We definitely need to set up a little bit. We have plenty of buffer with the scheme. Alright, we'll pay 2 for the Stark Tower. Yeah, like I said, we're definitely not flipping. We'll not use it yet. We'll use it next turn because I want a bigger hand size. No, I think it's worth it now. There's 3 upgrades on my discard pile that I want, so we'll just use it now. Alright. That's my turn. So we will ready my cards. Just put these down there. And draw 4 new ones. Alright, so we have 3 upgrades. I think we're getting there. Alright. One threat goes on the main scheme. Green Goblin will scheme for 2 plus 1. So for 3. And then the Goblin Thrall schemes for 1. But since we're engaged with the Goblin Minion, we don't have to do the when defeated. That's good. I'm honestly not that upset about that. Alright, this is going to start with 4, and if it gets to 11, we lose. This could be a quick game if we get an advance. Alright, so we get an encounter card. And these cards are clearly smaller. So let's just fix that. That's bothering me. Alright, 1 card. A second Thrall. That's fine. Intimidation. Spend 2 resources, give him the villain a face down boost card. I am going to give him a boost card. And a Goblin Soldier. So we have 3 minions engaged with us. Not much to do about it. So we'll see what happens. We'll use our mansion. Draw a card. We'll look at the top 3. See what we get. I'll take the strength. Put the boots in the discard pile. And I'll just use my tower to get them back. I think I'll pay 4 for Nick Fury. I might have to use that Haymaker, and that's kind of sad. We'll draw 3 cards. I think Pepper it's too late for Pepper, I think. We'll pay 1 for the helmet. We'll pay 2 for the reactor. And then I think I'll pay 1 for the boots. Yeah. I think that's about the best we could have done that turn with what we had. Oh god, this is I think I can flip. I do get an additional hit point. So I can I think I can I'll be fine to flip. I'll use Nick Fury and Iron Man to kill a Thrall. Then I'll ready with the Arc Reactor and thwart for 2 instead. I'll ready my cards. Draw 3. Preemptive Strike isn't bad. I actually don't mind seeing that. If that goes up by 1, 2, 3, Green Goblin will attack me, which I will defend with Nick Fury. He's attacking for give the villain additional boost. Alright, and I'll use Preemptive Strike to cancel. Well, I really don't need to. I'm going to save it because Nick Fury's defending, and so we're... Unless we get a card that says the Green Goblin attacks, we don't need to do that. Then both of these will hit me for 1. That's fine. And we get an encounter card. Our encounter card is a soldier. Alright, that's annoying, but we can definitely deal with that, I think. We'll use our mansion, draw a card. I really don't want to play the Repulsor Blast. So I think what I'm just going to do instead is, yeah, we'll pay 2 for Supersonic Punch. Deal 4 to that, and then we'll attack it. So it's gone. We definitely want to thwart for 3. Which I probably should have used the helmet last turn to thwart, but I honestly just didn't think about it. We'll flip over. We'll Futurist the top 3 cards. And I will take the Energy Barrier. I'll use Stark Tower to return the top most. upgrade, which is the boots. And then I'll pay 3 for the armor, which we're just going to put over here because it really doesn't do anything other than give me the hit points. Alright. And then that's our turn, so we'll ready. Draw a hand of 6. That's pretty solid, I think. We'll put 1, 2, 3 on the scheme. And Goblin Scheme is 4. 2, and he's at full health. Both these will scheme for 1. And we get our encounter card, which is Overrun. That's so annoying. I honestly really don't want to deal with that, but I'm going to have to. Alright, it's our turn. And before we definitely run out of our deck, we're going to pull that back. Then we're going to futurist these last 2 cards on my deck. Luke Cage isn't bad, but I don't think I'll have a resource to pay for him. Definitely paying 2 for a gauntlet, 2 for a gauntlet, 1 for the boots. So yeah, we'll let him just get reshuffled into my deck. So we're gonna shuffle. We're gonna gain an encounter card. That's going to our hand. Let's draw 1 card. All right. We'll pay 2 for a powered gauntlet. We'll pay 2 more for a powered gauntlet. We'll pay 1 for a rocket boots. And we'll pay 1 for endurance because I really like that. I really want to stay in hero mode for a little while now. So I'm going to definitely want to get those hit points. Need my hit points from the boots too. Right, I flip over to Iron Man and let's see what I could do. I'm gonna thwart for 1 and hopefully this doesn't get me killed. I'm gonna discard the top 2 cards. 1, 2, no minions. Okay, that's really honestly helpful. We're gonna attack this one for 1 and then use both my gauntlets to kill it. And we'll use the reactor to thwart for 2. Yeah. And let's see what happens. We'll ready up. We'll draw 7 cards because I have my entire suit out now. Right, 2 threat goes on the main scheme. Goblin attacks us for 2 plus 1. So we take 3 damage. And then he attacks me for 1. We have 2 encounter cards to deal with this turn, and let's see what happens. So the first one is Wicked Ambitions. We're going to discard 4 cards from the encounter deck, and each time a goblin minion is discarded, we have to do something. 1, 2, 3. I can handle the damage, I think, but I can also, he's pretty wimpy. It's the 4th card. Alright, so we only had to deal with one minion. That's fine. 2nd card, Assault. The villain attacks you. Alright, we won't defend. It has a thing of 1. Honestly, I think it's just a little worth it. We're going to play Preemptive Strike anyway. So he deals 2 to me, and he's going to place a threat on the scheme. Oh my, I forgot about that first one. So we would have lost. Okay. Wow. Yeah, we would have lost. I don't think there was any way to stop that. Because I forgot about his ability. Alright, let's reset. See what happens. I think we were just starting to pick up steam too. Yeah, maybe letting the scheme go in the first turn probably wasn't great. But since we had them engaged with us, I didn't think it would be that big of an issue. Alright, well, let's try again. I am determined. I want to win against the Green Goblin. So we'll shuffle that up. We'll deal ourselves our 2 encounter cards for the turn because of his when revealed ability, and we will draw our hand. Alright, this setup's actually really good, so I'm going to keep everything in my hand. Alright, we're going to start this time using my futurist ability. Let's look at the top 3. Stark Tower is not a bad grab. We're going to pay 3 for Pepper. We're going to use our ability to pay 2 for the Stark Tower, which we're going to use to get back that energy barrier. And then we're going to pay 3 for the armor. And the next turn I'll just get back those gauntlets. We'll pay for those. So we're going to get 6 hit points. And that's it. So, alright. So we're going to draw back up to our hand size of 6. We're going to let the Green Goblin's going to scheme for 2 plus 1. That's 3. And then this thrall schemes for 1. So we didn't make it through this turn, which is actually in this part, which is really good. Because now if he gets an advance or something, it's just going to hit this part of the scheme and not the next one, which is honestly going to be really helpful. Death from above. He's going to scheme for 5 plus whatever. So exactly how I'm saying that this is really good. Because that it's only going to put 1 here. Which is fine. We're engaged with the minions, so we ignore that ability. This is going to come into play with 4 on it, but it's not going to get any more unless we get another advance. Regenerative healing is going to gain surge to a soldier. That's alright with me. And a glider. That's also alright with me. We have plenty of energy and we can get rid of it eventually. Stark Tower is going to bring back those gauntlets. We're going to futurist for maybe some more stuff. We'll take the energy barriers because again, more tech upgrades. Alright, let's start. We'll pay 2 for the gauntlets. We'll pay 2 for the suit. Yeah. Well, maybe we could have. Hold on. Take back the suit. Let's see something. I'll pay 2 for enhanced reflexes. Just gonna get 3 counters on it. I'll flip over and use one of the counters and the barrier to play the reactor. I think that's the better thing to do. We're just gonna thwart twice, get that down to 0, and we'll use the gauntlets to deal 1 damage to the thrall. Actually, we'll do it to the soldier because he's more hit points, and I'd rather whittle him down quicker. Plus, if we grab a haymaker or something, we can always just use it to kill that. So we're gonna draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. It's not ideal, but it'll work. This is gonna go up by 3. Goblin attacks us for 2 plus 1, so that's 3. This goes up by 1, and both of these attack me for 1. We get our encounter card, which is another glider, which is going to go on to this soldier because he has he has the highest printed hit points besides the Green Goblin, which is fine. Just give him +1 attack, but we probably were going to kill him soon anyway. So we'll start our turn with paying 2, 3, 4. For our mansion, we'll draw 1 card. That's fine. We probably should have layered it like that for consistency. We'll thwart twice again. We'll use the gauntlets to deal another damage to the soldier. We're going to flip over, use our futurist. I guess it didn't matter really in the end. We'll take the boots. We'll use pepper to pay for the boots. And then we're gonna go in and grab our barrier. Wrong one. And is there a better way I could have done that? I probably could have used the enhanced reflexes to pay for the mansion instead. That way I'd have the resources to pay for this, but whatever. We're going to discard our emergency at the end of the turn. We'll draw up to our hand size. Alright, plenty of good cards in this one. We'll put 1, 2, 3 thought on the scheme. Goblin schemes for 2. Plus we get a minion. And then with those scheme for 3. And we get an encounter card. Our encounter card is another minion. I really wish I had a shield toss. That would be wonderful. Alright, let's draw our card. Let's look at the top 3 and pick one and put it in our hand. We'll take a repulsor blast, put the strength in the discard pile. We use pepper to use the strength and pay 1, 2 for Nick Fury. Draws 3 cards. We actually probably want to do that till after we're gonna hold off on that. Because we want to play a repulsor blast first. Oh man. Then what's optimal? Because I really want to use the. Alright, let's use that to play an energy barrier, which will give us another tech upgrade. Which is fine. We'll use Start Tower now to search out the most recent tech upgrade, if there are any in here. I don't think there are. Oh, here they are. Here's one. Goes back to our hand. Right. We'll flip over. Now we'll use pepper and pay 1, 2 for no. Why do I keep doing that? We don't want to do that yet. We're going to pay 1 for a Repulsor Blast on the soldier. So it's going to deal him a damage, and we just need to hit 1 energy on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that would have been great literally for anybody else. And that'll kill him, and we'll take a damage from that. And we get an encounter card. So I might just have these thralls, which is fine. Okay, so now Pepper Potts is honestly useless. So let's just pay 4 for Nick Fury. Draw 3 cards. That was poorly planned. We'll pay 1 for a helmet. Move this over just a little bit. I can definitely kill one of these thralls. We're gonna spend 2. This should be exhausted. 4 to get rid of this glider. We'll thwart for 1. We'll definitely attack with Nick Fury and the gauntlets to kill a minion. That's worth it to me. And then I'll thwart. I'll thwart for 2. I totally could have used. I'm gonna actually have used pepper for the glider. Thinking. I guess I'll just thwart for 2 more and hope for the best. So we'll ready all our cards. We'll keep the 2 in our hand because I think they'll come in handy. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a hand size of 6. There's the second boots. I think that's good. We probably want to get Nova down. 1, 2, 3 for the threat. He's going to attack us. We'll defend with Nick Fury. He gets another boost. We'll get this. So Nick Fury's defeated. We're going to take 3 damage, 1 from each of these. And we're going to use all our energy barriers to just pile on the damage on one of them. And we get our counter cards. So first one, Wicked Ambitions. 1, 2, 3. We're going to take 3 damage. 4. Fine. Second card, Master Plan. Discard until we get a side scheme. That's fine. That's alright with me. Unless I saw all of them. Nope. Here we go. When revealed, place 1 additional threat here for each goblin minion in play. That's 2. So it's going to enter with 4 threat. I'm alright with that. I can get rid of that pretty easily. So our turn. Let's draw a card. Nova wouldn't be bad here. Yeah, no. Nova definitely would be solid here. We'll use Pepper Pots to play an Endurance. Give us some extra hit points. I think we'll pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for Nova. We'll use our last enhanced reflexes for another copy of the boots, which is also going to give us a hit point, which is fine. We're going to use the gauntlets and Nova to kill a minion. I think I'm going to thwart twice off of here and get rid of it because I want this gone. Well, you definitely use the helmet to get rid of another threat off of here. And the question is, do I flip or do I stay? And I think I'm just going to stay. I one more turn as a hero, and then I think I have to flip back over. We'll see what happens, though. We'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 6 hand size. That's not bad. The energy barriers are useful. We'll put 2 threat on the scheme. Goblin attacks us. We will spend an energy to deal 2 back, because I assume I can still do that. Yep, it's not an attack. We'll take it undefended. Oh my god. He'll come into play, engage with me, and Goblin will deal 2 to me and put 1 on the scheme. Both these guys will attack me, and I will spend 1. Yeah, I'll spend 2 to deal 2 damage back to both of them. So I'm going to go down to 7. They both take the 2 damage back. Alright, we get an encounter card. It's overrun. That's fine. I have my helmet. My helmet can deal with that pretty quickly. Alright, so we'll start. We'll draw a card with the mansion. No reason not to. Ooh, okay. I like to see that. Oh god. Alright, we'll pay 2 for power gauntlets. And now I think I'm good to go. We'll pay 1 to go aerial. No, before that, before we go aerial, we'll use pepper pots to put this into play. And then we'll go aerial, which is really good. I'm glad I have this now. This will help with my damage. Alright, we're definitely going to get rid of overrun. That's a problem. And we discard 1, 2, both advances. I feel super comfortable flipping, I think. So I'll definitely thwart for 4. Alright. Power Gauntlet number 1 is going to get rid of this thrall. Power Gauntlets number 2 is going to deal 2 damage, but we also have Nova, who is going to deal the damage as well. So this one will be killed. And we'll take a damage from that. But instead we're going to use our energy barrier to deal 1 back to the goblin. And then I'm going to flip, use Futurist to get Genius in hand. And this in the discard pile. Alright. We'll ready all our cards. Let's see something real quick. Alright. We're going to draw up to our hand size of 6. 1 threat goes on the scheme. Grave Goblin schemes for 2, and he's going to heal 2 damage. And we get an encounter card. It's Shadows of the Past. Oh, of course it is. We just can't have a good game, can we? Alright, this is going to get 4 threat. We can just get rid of that pretty quickly. That's not a problem. Whiplash isn't that much of an issue. It's these cards that are an issue because they're going into this small encounter deck. And that's going to suck. Let's start with our Futurist. No, let's use Pepper Pots first. Why not? Use Pepper Pots and Preemptive Strike to play a Mockingbird. We're going to stun old Goblin. Then we'll use Futurist. Haymaker. We'll flip this over. Reshuffle our deck. Only 21 cards in it. And we'll gain an encounter card. We're going to use my mansion. Draw 1. Luke Cage is not bad. We're going to recover for 3. We'll flip over. We'll use Genius, Haymaker, and another Haymaker to play Luke Cage. So Luke Cage is out here. We're gonna move this stuff over here off the mat because it's not as important. We're going to move our suit over here. Alright, so our allies are up here. Okay. Now I have more space. Alright, Luke Cage is tough. We're probably going to just use him to defend. Because, well, no, he's stunned, so maybe not. We'll heal myself. I mean, I really don't need to. I'll heal Nova instead. Yeah, that was a stupid idea. Why would I want to do... well, maybe I really want to go aerial. And save 1. Yeah, we're gonna go aerial instead and save one. We'll attack Whiplash twice. The first one's gonna retaliate because it doesn't kill him. The second one kills him, so it's not gonna retaliate. But we have our energy barrier, so we're just gonna pop a damage onto the Green Goblin. We're going to remove a threat from each scheme. We're going to ready and thwart for 2 off of here. And we'll use Mockingbird to thwart the last one off of here. We have 2 encounter cards this turn, so maybe I save Luke Cage to defend for me, but I can probably just defend with Mockingbird. So we'll use him to... I'll save him for defense. I'd rather defend with him. He's not... I don't need him to ski to thwart. Alright. We'll ready all our cards. We'll draw 6 new ones. I drew 55. Wow. Well, not exactly 55, but that's how many I accidentally had on my keyboard. So, oh wow. So, alright. That goes up by 1. Goblin would attack, but he can't because he's stunned. So we get 2 encounter cards. First one, Goblin Reinforcements. Gets +1 threat for each goblin and minion in play. There is no goblin minions in play, so that's basically Iron Man fodder. And a Thrall. Thrall does nothing to us, so we're fine. So it's our turn. That was pretty easy on us, which is good. We really wanted that. We were really starting to get set back. I'm going to discard a card, become aerial. Maybe we actually want to play it. Never mind, we might want to play that on Nova. We're going to pay 2, 3, 4. Put that on top. Oh, no, we can't play for Nick Fury. Unless we kill one of these off. Let's use Nova. We'll put 1 damage on, or 2 damage on this one, and then we'll just use Mockingbird to kill it. And then we'll pay 4 for Nick Fury and draw 3 cards. Ooh. We'll discard that for aerial. I don't need the first aid now, I don't think. So let's pay 2, 3, 4. Well, no, I still can't put them into play because I have allies. I have so many cards. Let's use an emergency to pay for Repulsor Blast on the Goblin. So 1, discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do 8 more damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was really good, actually. I think I'm going to replace Mockingbird with War Machine, which is weird because I don't really care for War Machine, but I think War Machine will help us with these minions just in case. Alright, Luke Cage is still tough. We're probably just going to use him because Nick Fury's going to block for us this turn, and it doesn't really matter. So Nick Fury is going to thwart for 2. Well, let's use them last because we definitely are going to thwart for 2 with Iron Man. And then we're going to thwart for 2 more off the main scheme. And then 1 more with the helmet. So the question is, do I really need to remove any more threat, or can I just go max out my damage? We'll attack for 2 with Luke Cage and get rid of the tough. We'll attack for 2 with Nick Fury. And then we'll attack for 2 with War Machine. have, I'll flip Goblin. Alright, so now we're on to stage 3. When revealed, each player is going to take 3 encounter cards. 1, 2, 3. And he's going to be at 20 threat, or 20 health. We're going to knock him to 18 with my other gloves. And then we're done. Oh man, we're going to get so many encounter cards this turn because I'm about to go through my deck too. Alright, so we're going to draw 7 cards. We're going to get another encounter card. And we're going to draw 2 more. But we have so many good cards in our hand right now. Like, we have damage for days at this point. So I won't be surprised if this game doesn't last that much longer. Alright, Goblin will attack us. And Nick Fury's going to hop in the way. And that's the card I wanted to avoid. So that's really nice. So Nick Fury is defeated. Alright, let's deal ourselves an encounter card and let's hit the pain train. So we're going to start on this end because why not? Goblin Nation. Each goblin gets +1 attack. Goblin Glider. The green goblin is the only enemy in play at the moment. So it's going to get the glider. I'm going to move this down. Monster. When revealed, you are stunned. I don't care. Electric Whip attack. Choose to either deal 1 damage to your hero for each upgrade you control or choose to discard an upgrade you control. I can discard my barrier. That's alright with me. And Pumpkin Bombs. Let's see what we can do here. Let's draw a card. We'll attack to get rid of my stunned. I don't have any mental. Are you serious? That sucks. But what's to be expected? It's an Iron Man deck with a lot of energy. We'll pay 2 then to Supersonic Punch for 4, and we'll use Luke Cage to finish it out. So that's dead. We'll pay 1 for a Repulsor Blast. 1 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 more damage is done. That's not great, but it's not bad. We'll play another Repulsor Blast. Discarding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he's at 4 more. And I can get there this turn. Alright. We're going to have both my gauntlets deal 1 damage. We're going to have War Machine attack for 2. And win us the game. Wow. That was a struggle. Obviously that first one, that was my fault because I miscalculated something, so I lost. But that second game, wow, that was a lot of fun. I gotta say, this Protection Iron Man was alright. I had a lot of energy, and I think the energy barrels really helped. That was fun. I mean, I really enjoyed that one. I know it was mostly random. Because, I mean, everything that I got was random, except I wanted to play in expert mode because I thought it'd be fun. And it was. Thank you guys for sticking this one out. I know this one was probably a longer video. I have to check the time on it, but yeah. So thank you for watching. If you want to stick around for my debrief of what happened, I'm going to start that now. So I think Expert Mutagen is obviously, it's one of my favorite scenarios at the moment. It's a lot of fun, and you really can get overrun with those minions early on. I mean, you start with, on the first turn, with 3 encounter cards, because 2 from him and then your regular one. And then when you flip him, you start with at least 3, and then you're going to get another one at the villain phase. And I ended up having 5 because I decked myself. So that was, I mean, that was nerve-wracking. I think letting the first scheme go out in the first round isn't that bad if you have them, because you have the minion engaged with you. But then if you have a bunch of minions into the next villain phase, this is going to go up by a lot. So it's something you really gotta keep an eye out for. For my deck, I really liked it. I think it has a lot of tweaking to do to make it a little better. Maybe wait for the Thor pack and the next hero pack after for some more extra couple protection cards. See what they are. They might not have a place in this deck. I don't know if they spoiled the protection Thor card. I don't know off the top of my head, but I really enjoyed it. I think this is one of those kinds of decks that might not come across as an ideal one to play, but I think once you play it, it's pretty good. I really like the energy barriers with Tony because you can gives him an extra hand size if you don't have your setup yet. So, but anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Stick around and we'll see if I can get some more games in, and I'll put them up later. But thank you and bye.